All right, guys. Joe, Sang, and Benny back on Access Not Denied for a final presidential poll update and maybe some of my thoughts on the election. All right, so let's get to it. All right, guys. So, wow. So it took me a while to do this update because I wanted to give it some time with all the allegations of fraud and all the stuff coming through the press with polling and how polling suppresses. I'm not really going to get into that stuff. I'm going to give you some thoughts on the election and how my prediction might have been wrong or right. But let's start with Decision Desk and some of the results we got. All right, so let's go to my screen and show you a Decision Desk. All right, so here we go. This is Decision Desk. Okay, right now on November 11th, 2020, when I'm doing this, Decision Desk has Biden leading Trump by 279 electoral votes to 232 electoral votes for Trump. 77 million, over 77 million votes for Biden, 51%, and over 72 million for Trump, 47%. So that's a 8, 9, 10, that's a 4% popular vote swing, statistic there. All right, so these are the states I'm going to look at. We're going to look at Pennsylvania. We're going to look at Georgia. We're going to look at Florida. We're going to look at Iowa. We're going to look at Ohio. And we're going to look at Texas. And we're going to look at Michigan. Okay? So let's start with some of these battleground states and see where we are at. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through Real Clear Politics and 538. And let's see how good or bad these polling averages were to the overall race, compared to the overall race from Decision Desk HQ. So none of this stuff is completely official because it's still being certified and there's still recounting going on. But now it's been over a week since the election, so it's something that I feel confident that we could see how the polling was done. All right, so we'll start with Real Clear Politics right now, and let's go there. Okay, so let's start with Real Clear, and we'll start with Florida. Okay, Florida, the Real Clear Politics average was 0.9. The final results was Trump 3.4%. And where you can see this is when you come into Decision Desk, you'll see that Donald Trump did beat Joe Biden with the votes in Florida, 51.23% to 47.86%. All right, so that was a good polling when it came to Real Clear Politics. Now let's go to 538 for Florida. All right, 538. We'll put in Florida. Okay, right there, and you'll see that they had Biden. And let me just make sure my face is not in there. Okay, let's just put it this way. And you'll see that Biden was 49% over Trump, 46%. 2.5% lead for Joe Biden. And obviously on Decision Desk, you'll see that didn't happen Donald Trump won Florida very convincingly. Okay, now, what does this mean so far? So far, the polling, Real Clear Politics got it close, and 538 got it wrong. All right. The problem is that these are organizations that we rely on. That's the problem that occurs here. Now I'm going to go over. Let's go over Pennsylvania, which right now is still fighting for whether or not there's fraud. But President Biden is considered winning that state as I speak. All right. So we'll start with decision desk. Okay. So let's go into decision desk and do it. Pennsylvania, 49.78 for Joe Biden, 49.06 for Donald Trump. Less than a 1% spread here. All right, let's go to Real Clear. Okay, we'll put in Pennsylvania, and we'll see that they had the Real Clear Politics average was Biden plus 1.2%. All right. And how about 538 with Pennsylvania? Let's see if I can find it. Pennsylvania right here. And you'll see that they had Biden winning by almost 5%, 4.7%. So, Real Clear was better on this. And 538 was not good at all. Again, these are the two organizations kind of what we rely on polling. And that's the problem here. All right, now, I'm going to go with some, let's go check out Georgia, which is right now, I think it's under 20,000 votes. And they're going to do a recount. But right now, Biden's leading. So let's see what Decision Desk looks like. Georgia, Joe Biden by 49.52 to 49.24. So this is pretty close, but it shows Joe Biden with the victory. All right, let's check out Real Clear. Real Clear, battleground state, Georgia, right? Georgia, Trump plus 1%. So, the voting's not over, but it shows Biden is winning, but it's literally under 1%, which Real Clear did a good job on this one. How about 538 on Georgia? Biden winning 48.5 to 47.4. Again, 538 got this right. So that was pretty good, right? I mean, that's not bad at all for polling when it comes to polling. But you see, now I'm going to look at Michigan, Iowa, Ohio, and Texas. These are the last four I'm going to look at. But the reason why I'm looking at those, you're going to see that there's going to be some interesting numbers. All right, so we'll start with Michigan. All right, so first we'll go to Real Clear on Michigan. And you'll see that they had the Real Clear average of Biden winning by 4.2%, right? And 538 on Michigan. Let's see. Biden winning by almost 8%. Okay, now, Decision Desk, we'll go to Michigan, and you'll see that it's within, 47, 48, 49, 53%. So, very tight race, but they definitely had Biden winning. The polling had Biden winning convincingly. So, this is still pretty close, but I would say they basically, Real Clear got this right. 538 got this wrong. But you know what? I'm going to give this to the pollsters. Okay? But I think things are going to change when we go to the other 3 states that we're going to go to. Well, so we're going to start with Iowa. And since I'm right here on the screen right now with Decision Desk, Iowa, Donald Trump 53.24% to Joe Biden 44.9%. So what is that? Maybe an 8-point advantage for Donald Trump. Now let's see what Real Clear says. Iowa. Iowa. Real Clear had it Trump plus 2, 538. Iowa. .538 had it for Trump 1.3. So they got Trump right, but they got the numbers wrong. Drastically wrong. So if you're relying on this polling, and let's say you're going out to vote and the polling is approaching the election day, you're thinking that, you're in Iowa or Ohio, you're thinking that, this is a chance that my vote can change everything. You're a Democrat. You're like, wow, it's close. Let me go vote and put it over the top. Or if you're a Republican, you could say to yourself, wow, I don't know. Maybe the president won't make a victory here. Maybe I won't go out and vote. So you see where polling could get a little bit kind of crazy. You want to get this polling closer. That's the thing for the future. I don't know. So let's go to Ohio. All right, Ohio. So let's check out Decision Desk on Ohio. All right. Let's go to Decision Desk here and see what we got. All right. Ohio. So 53.36 for Donald J. Trump, 45.19% for Joe Biden. Again, 8%. All right. Let's check out Real Clear real quick on Ohio. You're going to see Trump plus 1. And actually, they have the final results here. Trump plus 8, too. And Ohio on 538. Trump plus 0.8. Biden 47.5 to 46.8. Trump up plus 0.8. So, again, they got this wrong. They're getting it wrong. They got it wrong. And polling should be important, especially during any election. And this is what's bothering me. The actual polls that got it correctly are kind of like Rasmussen and IBD tip. So, for example, let's check out IBD. 50.2% to 46% for Biden. That's basically correct. And Rasmussen had it a little closer with Biden edging the president 48 to 47%. So what this means is that Real Clear and 538, and I would say 538, has to get better polling data. What does this mean for the future of polling? Well, that means that I'm going to really rely on Real Clear, but I'm going to probably rely more on Rasmussen, IBD Tip, and stuff like smaller pollsters like Trafalgar Group, which got it pretty close too. So, this is what it comes down to. And I was really amazed, but I wasn't surprised because I saw this in 2016 happening when it was the president versus Hillary Clinton. And I didn't think there was that much enthusiasm for Joe Biden. So I thought the polls would definitely be wrong. And in essence, they are wrong. Even though my prediction was wrong with the President Trump winning the election in a squeaker. Though, we're going to have all these fraud cases going. You never know. But they were certainly wrong, the pollsters, on this race. Biden did not blow out the president. And the polling numbers were terrible in many states. And that's all I could say right here. All right, guys, so glad to be back. I'm going to keep in tune with the news on the whole Trump versus Biden and the fraud and try to figure out what's going on. And I want you to like this video, comment, share, and, of course, subscribe. Let that algorithm work for me. And I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I will see you later. So, goodbye.